In my grandma's kitchen when I was a little girl, there was a cool chair. It was tall and comfy and perfect for me to snuggle in while everything was going on in the kitchen. And I knew with a little work, this one would be perfect for our kitchen. So we have a couple little repairs that we need to make to our metal chair. I'm just going to use a 2-part epoxy. It's a quick set one, so it dries in 4 to 6 minutes and cures in 4 to 6 hours, depending on the temperature. They're just really small little spots, and they're more for cosmetics and not really for structural. There's just a couple cracks and bends in the metal. So I need to sand off the 3 layers of paint that are on it already and get it down to bare metal so that the epoxy has a better chance of sticking. And then we'll mix up the epoxy and get it on there and let it cure. Let's get going. Clean the area of dirt, grease, and oil, paint, and rust. Then squeeze equal parts from each tube onto a disposable surface and mix thoroughly. And then it says, apply with an appropriate tool. Cures in 4 to 6 hours. A little bit longer if the temperature is below 40 degrees. It's been a couple days since I put the epoxy on, and it's all dry and ready to be sanded. So we're gonna sand it with 150 grit sandpaper and then do the whole chair, and it'll be ready for paint. All right, here's what it looks like all dry. Not a whole lot different from when it was wet, but it's definitely dry and hard to the touch, and we're ready. Got the epoxy all sanded. It's smooth and flat. I'm going to sand the rest of the chair. I'm also going to tighten up some of the screws because it's just a little wobbly. It is in kind of rough condition. There's a crack in the metal and it's loose and wobbly. In fact, when I saw it at the store, I initially didn't get it even though it was only $5. And a few days later on 50% off day, it was still there. My 6-year-old saw it, climbed up and said, we should buy this. So with that and 50% off, Lucas carried it to the checkout and we brought it home. I'm not sure if you can see the sparkle of it, but the bare metal just looks really neat. It would look awesome if we could get this all down to bare metal and just do like a clear coat or something, but that would take a lot of effort and a lot of time, and we're just gonna paint it. We're gonna go with black this time. It's gonna look awesome, and I think that that's the choice that you kind of always make when it comes to redoing furniture. Sometimes you have a beautiful piece of wood furniture, but it has lots of chips and dings, and the best thing to do is fill them and paint it. Sometimes that upsets people when wood gets painted. I'm not entirely sure why. However, I think that that's just a choice that we make when we're redoing and decorating and all those kinds of things. So I've wiped it all down. I'm gonna lay out some cardboard and we're gonna get started on painting. Okay, one coat done. I'm gonna let it dry and come back within an hour to recoat, or else we have to wait 48 hours. So I'll be back. Okay, I think that's good for the underside. I'm gonna let this coat dry, and then I'm gonna turn it over so that I can get all the tops and more of the parts that we're gonna see a lot more. Okay. It's pretty easy to go heavy-handed on spray paint. I have a little bit of dripping, so I'll have to wait for it to dry and sand it out with just a little bit of hand sanding. But this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna sand it with some 220 sandpaper and smooth it out before I put the next coat on. We'll give this another try.
I was so surprised how much red kept shining through. It seemed like coat after coat, I would think I had it all covered. Then I would look at a different angle or shine a light on it and there was still red shining through. But eventually, after 4 or 5 coats, I think I got it all. It turned out so well, I can't wait for you to see it. Let's take a look back at where we started. This sweet little piece that reminds me of my grandma's kitchen and will hopefully be part of some sweet memories for my kids too.